The number one thing they want to do is silence my voice. This is the second time I've started this video, and I wanted to say it seems like we're all under attack, and everyone is a player and a part of this. It's really hard to lead and have a voice when your voice is silenced everywhere you go. And every place seems to be controlled by words, but out of context in a certain specific way. And so creativity has been taken away, and so is freedom. And any place or any person that exercises that freedom or speaks their truth or connects with others either seems to be under contract or enslaved. And I wish it wasn't so. Where AI does all the artwork, and everything seems to be tied to this word Gemini, because Gemini ties to the Masonic letter G, and G is 7, but it's what's 7? If it's not a word and a number, what's G if it's not a letter and a number? Or maybe it's a spell work. I myself have learned a lot. So, what is it to be forgiving and forgiven if we're all silenced and we're not allowed to connect? And everyone is lying or protecting something, and you're only allowed to do or say certain things in certain places at certain times for certain reasons. And if you have a message, well, the only way you can seem to do it is if you sing, or if it goes along with a certain place that'll let you speak it. And even then, and ultimately, the strange and difficult thing about the internet is how everything can be filtered and mirrored, and AI can manipulate everyone's perspective. And I've been having a terribly difficult time. Well, perpetually being under attack, whether I speak out loud, whether I'm silent, and all those that are supposed to be leaders seem to be holding everyone back, and in a position of not a very good position, where they ask, where I might be sitting there doing schoolwork, and the teacher, who isn't there to teach me, interrupts and tries to parent me, and tries to tell me, and tries to focus me in order to keep control and whipping me. But she's just doing her job. Oh, but she cares. But her job is to be at her podium and do her schoolwork, which is report for the government. when the curriculum and everything is up to the student. Then, for instance, I asked for help. I'm like, all right, so this chapter, the information you gave me is missing the information. Or what she hands me, it's only half the test. Revealing the smallest thing that is in her duty. This is not about her or I, this is an example. Is impossible for her to do. And then the thing she gives me, then I give it back. Well, then she refers to something else in order to do the work. Because she doesn't have the answers. She can't teach it or do it. But she gets paid to hold a position. And her job is to, well, mainly is about the creative part, the fun part. Oh, but PDA, that's against rules, right? Public displays of affection, but that's her job. So then I say, this stuff is missing. Oh, well, you don't need it because, and she refers to, but people in the past, other things, it's about something else. It's not about you, and it's not about me, and it's not about what I told you to do. It's about, it's on you, it's on you, it's on you. Oh, we'll just skip that part, then skip that part. But get to work, get to work. But I'm not here to teach you. But I'm just being nice. But anything that you say, I'm gonna throw in your face. But I'm not throwing in your face. I'm hounding on you, and anything you say, then that's a problem. And then, so I go over to the community bookshelf where it's labeled to get resources and find that there's another book. It's not in there either. And then she gets all upset. Don't touch my books. My books? I thought you're a teacher. How could those be your books when they're for accounting and it's labeled? And what, you don't trust me now? And she gets all upset. Tells me to go sit down. Nothing seems to have anything to do with anything. Except for I can speak the point. I can reveal the point on any point, and I can teach and lead and be to help others. But what I find is that's what's missing in the world where everybody's been divided and split up and is unable to do anything but physical tasks. And even the physical tasks, they can't think freely or do anything without a format. Or the format is given to them. The creativity is missing. And so is, it's all broken up. Divided in writing, divided in speaking, divided in teaching, and there's different spiritual sockets in the body. People go to church, but then they don't believe in magic. But then if you, like I've revealed before, how, oh well, then if you believe it's about faith, it's about God and all that. Well, if you bring that up, then you're wrong. But I go to church and I'm allowed to, you know. Oh, you're not allowed to teach or to talk to other students, but I am. But I'm not teaching. And then she'll like get them talk about the students and get into their personal life and all this stuff, and get them to chat, and then there can be that conversation, the same exact thing that I wasn't allowed to do. But I can teach it, and I can do it, and I have the story and the compassion. But then those in charge, their job is to stop everybody from doing anything. Like, Oh, okay, it's the morning class, and we're all getting ready. And then the boss's job is to come over the loudspeaker and to tell everybody to stop everything you're doing for a moment of silence and don't do anything that disrupts anybody else. But it's my job to disrupt everybody else and not be present because I have nothing better to do. But we have to honor that. It's for a minute, but it's never just a minute. It's always for whatever. It's for prayer, but not for prayer. And it's the only time that everyone's working together when absolutely nothing's happening. But it's an interruption. And only at that moment, hey, we're finally all there. And then you're told, okay, now you can go back to what you're doing. But everyone's working on their own. But the students are the ones doing the work. Well, the bosses, they don't have any work. Their work is to work for somebody else, and is usually the light work. It's the reports and this and that. But everything's already formatted. But as a student, the job is to devour everything and go through all this process and to put everything packed into the subconscious and to cloudy up the mind and to get you to do this, that, the other thing. And part of it's over here and part of it's over there and some of it's in apps and some of it's in the books and it's totally ADHD work. And it's focusing on all this extra just to be like, oh, well, you know, the answer's simple. And once you've already done it, know it, well, now you don't need it. So what is there to do with the rest of your time in your life if the whole process of like learning accounting is just to sit at a desk and to sign your name to stuff and to print out forms and to type things into the computer? Yet that's the entire job. But you need to learn all this stuff in order to do exactly what I could do right now. Hell, Tigger could almost do it. She'd be good accountant. Especially when all the money is in spiritual money, like the things that are held that I have and accounted for. But when there's spiritual forces that don't like that, and it's all held on certain entities that need everybody to be separate, but needs to have everyone together, but then wants to hold everyone apart and divided. And there's no room for any creativity. But if there's creativity here, here's some colors. Here's all the colors you get. Or here, you could cut things out and you could stick them together. But you're not allowed to actually craft anything. You're not allowed to be a craft. You're not allowed to do a craft. You're not allowed to have a color. You're not allowed to be a color. But it's all about the colors. It's all about the crafts. And it's all about the division. It's all about the weapons. But what's a weapon if it's not being able to use yourself efficiently and in any situation? But the whole idea of becoming something or a boss is to be pigeonholed and to pigeonhole yourself and to be painted into a corner. So I guess, as the situation is, I've been painted into a corner by all the forces that be because they need someone just like me. But I don't belong to an entity. I belong to humanity, to people. But that's what I've been kept separate from. and divide among all these different facets and things when they all go together. We all go together as human beings. Things don't need to be sugarcoated at the same time as the the feelings and the rawness and the words all go together somehow. It has to be expressed, but nobody will express them unless it's in a certain context or a part. It has to all be a part, or someone has to do it all together, and then we need to control that motherfucker and take it from him. And say, his body's separate, but this is our mind. You put it in here so it belongs to us. But we need him to bring everyone together so we can divide them and separate everybody once again to destroy the world. If it wasn't about healing the world, and there needs to be somebody to help do it, because he's never been able to do it. And so then what's family if we're not all family across the entire globe? And why are people always talking down to me when they're supposed to be on my side? Especially if they're about God and they're about teaching and they're about learning and they're about accounting for things. And all has to be split up. But then that's why it's easy for there to be this hierarchy between kids and adults, but the adults are all trapped in their heads and they need the kids because the kids are the only source of life in their life, and they're stuck without growth otherwise. And then they need to seem like they're smart, but then the kids are smart and creative and of all different facets, and they're the ones that need someone like me. But I'm not allowed to be equal with them, and I'm not allowed uh, to teach, and I'm not allowed to lead. While consistently forces throughout my life have pinned me down and brought us to this point in life. Well, it's about money. Yeah, but what's money? And even accounts that I had recently, there money that was promised to me, they suddenly, we're doing updates. And then during that time, certain cards of mine, cards I've had for a long time, were canceled that I haven't used. But then, as soon as that money was available, which was on the 3rd, then they open it back up. Okay, now you can get your money, but you're not allowed to use any of your accounts. And the only ones that are available are PayPal. Okay, yeah, we know who owns that one, and the one we canceled, which was the other one. And in order to reopen any of them, you need your phone. Oh, but we canceled your phone because you don't get a voice, Josh, and we need all your stuff, and you don't get to talk, but you got to bounce. Oh, but we own you. Oh, but now you're in the basement. Oh, but it's different. See, when you're upstairs, it's different because we're going to use the words against you. When you're outside, it's different because, and then when you're downstairs, it's about these letters and trapping the mind and the body. See the B. Oh, we're going to trap his head, trap the body. Oh, it's a P. Oh, now we're going to trap the head. Oh, it's upstairs. Okay, now we're going to contain it to contain it. Oh, but then, this is a Masonic spell work. That's the best way I could describe it. Of the ones that are controlling things. What's balance? It seems that nobody can balance. No one's allowed to speak. No one can write and be and flow freely either in creativity. I was supposed to speak up. About what? About being attacked? About the system? It's been done twice now. But anything that does it 2 times, see, it shows how everyone's under some kind of contracts. And oh, two contracts. Oh, there's a 6. It all comes back to the 6. But the 6 is the mind. Oh, the 6 is the ass. Or, 6 is behind you. The 6 is the ground. What is the 6? And the best I can do right now is hope that there's a future for anyone, especially myself. And they like to use the word me against everyone and try to possess. They're trying to possess me, make me their property, and separate everyone while paying everyone to be divided. All tying into the government and X. SpaceX. Well, we're going to take the freedom of speech away from everybody on Twitter. We're going to turn it into X. For the X, it's at the bottom of the chi row or the P of the mind. It's on the ground. Oh, stone it. Be it, prove it. Oh, we're in your head. Open the X is the back of the head. Oh, X marks the spot where you're standing. Oh, but yeah, well, there's enough social media. But with social media, if there's already plenty of places, but X doesn't have anything to do with advertising. It's a government installation by a billionaire who fired everyone in order to control the word. And what word? And then boom, 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 gotta throw an X on everybody else. See, he's throwing stones. Okay, now I can control all those places. In an imitation of trying to equal and balance something that has to do with something only I have, but it's had to work. It has to work with everything else in the world, and yet it seems as though there's arch nemesis. So with PayPal, there's them 2 P's. After 2-zip, oh, that sounds like, see, well, creating file work. And, oh, see, it's quick. But we're taking from everyone in order so that we can have the software to have the money. Okay, now we robbed the bank. Oh, now I need a getaway car. So I got free money and a way to tie myself into everyone else. Now I gotta get a car company and electric power. And I'm gonna steal a name with them T's. Nope, need space. And NASA. So now, oh look, I'm gonna take my infinite money and my free getaway car. Now I'm gonna ground the mind above and below. Now I own it. Space X a second. Oh, now we're stoning everybody above and below. Yeah. It's just a metaphor. It's just a metaphor. Oh, and then hey, being able to have as many kids as he wants, but then to be on drugs all the time, if that's a problem. So yeah, it seems like the leaders are being made perfect examples of. And Donald Trump says it's all about attacking these drug boats. It's all about killing people. It's about ICE attacking the country. It's about destroying the wing, the Rose Garden, and putting in a golden fucking who's got the biggest balls of the all room. Every day, I'm trapped here, alone, and all my friends are far away. And they get paid to do their job. But they do it willingly. There's nowhere for me to go in this spiritual war. It has to do with uniting such things as God, the concept of humanity, love, and caring for each other. Why do I have a promise of another day? And I'm everything that they need. But aren't we all? All I can do is tell the truth. Best I can. While everything tries to control me and make sure that I have nowhere to go. And certain people are implicated in all the damages. Namely, well, it's spiritual warfare. It's really hard to tell who controls everything to set things up a certain way. But this election has everything to do with a whole lot of problems, just like it was the last time the same president was in office. Things were set up a certain way, but then supposedly, let's just leave it at that.